day 98 of making a SaaS until I get a million users. Currently, I'm at 5,000 users, but that was for an old SaaS, and low-key, I hate Meta, so I'm not gonna advertise with them, for now at least, until I get like a decent amount of money. I've honestly switched my mindset on a lot of things. My ad account getting banned was a very good thing that happened to me in hindsight now. I'm gonna explain all of that. And I think one of the things you should know is in the past 24 hours, I've done like 40,000 views with just organic. Right now, I don't have an app, so like I can't really like people tell people, yo, buy this shit, or like go download my app. And my app's gonna be free, so they won't really have to buy it. But like I don't have an app yet, but it's good amount of views. Honestly, I think I could get it because before all this app stuff, before I started doing drop shipping with paid ads, I used to do organic and I used to get pretty good views, bro. I used to get, like, you can just look back on the YouTube channel. I used to get good views. I genuinely think I could get like 1 million views per day soon. Like in a month or 2 months, I could probably get 1 million views per day. And by that time, I'm gonna have my app launched. Like I haven't even developed an app. I don't even have a name picked out for the app yet, right? So like, but I'm gonna make an app that's free, and it's like a freemium model now, because I've realized to do organic, I think that's the best way. And I will have like a fundamental innate loop in the app, which makes you tell other people about the app. Like these are my requirements, because I was watching, if you guys don't know Hunter Isaacson, he's made the app called NGL, where you post a link on your Instagram and people can ask you questions anonymously. I want to make something like that where you really only have to get 10 or like 1,000 to 10,000 initial users, and after that you never have to market anymore. That's the kind of app I want to make, and I think it's totally possible. I honestly feel kind of not I don't really feel dumb, because like I haven't really wasted my time, right? It's been 98 days, and my first SaaS made me like what was it, like 20K in sales. My next SaaS failed horribly. I could still run that up because, bro, like yesterday I did like 40,000 views with one of my with just posting like meme, like I've just basically made a meme page, right? Like I genuinely think like the play now is to make like a theme, like either a theme page or a meme page, like whatever you want to call it, right? Like you want to make like some kind of theme page which is related to your SaaS in one way or the other, and eventually when I have the SaaS made, I'll have a better audience to go with it. Like this is basically what Umax did, the looks maxing app, and like I feel like I could definitely replicate that. But instead of needing to pay others, if I just make the theme page now and I just have my own views, I won't have to pay for others. It's literally organic, right? I think that is the best way to go forward, because I have some kind of advantage doing this, because I used to do organic dropshipping and I know I can get views, hopefully, and like God willing, you know. And then I also think that paid ads, now that I have to start with a new ad account which has no history, it's just going to be a lot of money lost. And this time, if it doesn't work out, I might get cooked, you know. I honestly don't want something like that. Also, like I feel like if I do a freemium app, like my next app is definitely going to be freemium, and it's going to be a mobile app. So I think honestly, I just have to get the first 1,000 to 10,000 users, and I think I'll never have to make like another ad again. And I think hopefully that just carries it all the way up to having literally millions and millions of downloads. Like I always say, like, okay, road to 1 million downloads, but I think I could get more than that, you know. Yeah, like the whole reason I went on that tangent is because I used to think that organic is bad, but it was mainly because I was looking at other people's results, and they always had a couple problems. One of the problems was they either could not get a lot of views, so literally they would go on podcasts, then they would be like, oh, I did so many views on organic, and they would like, all the recent organic posts were having like 1,000 views. And then the other reason was like they would either get a lot of views and they would barely get any like actual paying users. But these are their results, bro. Like, I'm not them. I genuinely think I'm better in multiple ways. And I think me doing this shit for over, like, my first time doing organic dropshipping was over a year ago. I know how to do this shit, bro. Like, and then now that I went to paid ads dropshipping. Then I went to SaaS with paid ads. Now I'm going to go back to organic. I generally feel like I know things that these guys don't. And this is one of the reasons I don't share what my SaaSes are, bro, because I genuinely feel like I have a some kind of innate advantages, and I'll just create competition for myself by sharing them. Like me doing 40K views in the past 24 hours, I did not expect that. And bro, like my second SaaS, I know it failed. Like, oh, my second SaaS failed, whatever, right? Because my first one did 20K in sales. My second SaaS did like whatever in sales. Like this was because I literally could not publish a single ad on my old ad account because it got banned. And my next SaaS like has been like lost like whatever, it was like $70 or something. Actually $80. So it lost like $80, around $80. So it failed, right? I haven't made money off of it. Even then though, I tried organic with my second SaaS, and bro, like I got my first video I posted has like 16,000 views right now. My next video I posted had like, what is it? 6K views right now. So that's this was like 2 days ago. That's why it's not included in the 24-hour one. 16 plus 6, what's that? Like 22,000 views for the first day of posting on my second SaaS. And I genuinely think like I could make that bigger, but like one of the reasons I don't want to is because I've tried posting, but it's like a lot of times India gets hit. And Indian like because I have a hard paywall on my second SaaS, it's gonna be really hard like no one's gonna buy from India, that's for sure, right? And like it's like 60% of the audience is Indian, right? Like what the hell are we talking about? This is like horrible statistics, but I genuinely think that I'm just gonna abandon my second SaaS. And the reason is because those videos that I talked about, like that got the views 2 days ago, it just takes too long to make. And I honestly, like, for my second SaaS to work, I have to make claims that honestly are not like 1 billion% legit. Like it's more like I have to convince you to buy, and might not want to buy. Like frick that shit. Like I have my third SaaS idea, like my third mobile app idea, and I think that shit's gonna get to well over millions of downloads. Like I think I could do it. So why the hell would I waste my time on my second one? Like the only reason I would run my second one is so people don't tell me, oh, Mohsen, you failed, or so I can get a little bit of money here and there. But who gives a shit? I'd rather do something big. If I wanted a little bit of money, I would just do a freaking regular 9 to 5 job. So I'm gonna abandon my second SaaS, even though it did show promise, but like it showed more promise, like me literally putting one day of literally one video, and like the second video was the same exact content posted again, right? Like that video made me more people sign up for my SaaS number 2 than my paid ads of literally spending $70 on it did, around $70. Yeah, so I'm just gonna do what I think would work. I'm gonna take a risk, and like I'm just gonna put literally all my effort into my next mobile app that I'm gonna build. And I genuinely think it's gonna work out, and it will work out immensely because like I've been watching a lot of Hunter Isaacson recently. He's the guy or one of the co-founders of NGL, the app which lets you message people anonymously. And his whole thing is, bro, like organic is a lot better, especially if you can get a way for like an innate thing in the app which shares, like, to use your app, people have to share it with others. This is the kind of app I'm gonna build, and I want to build at least, because I genuinely think like it's gonna be like an insane compounding effect if I make this thing work, and nothing else is gonna be worth it. And this will probably cement my name into the biggest app founders ever, and that's what I want. I know it's SaaS Day 98, and I'm not like the best yet, but I genuinely think I could pull it through. And honestly, one other thing, like if this new mobile app idea doesn't work, I'm just gonna start applying for jobs again, and then I'm gonna still have like SaaS ideas on the side, but I might start applying to jobs again, because literally this is like the pinnacle of everything I've learned so far. So if this doesn't work, like I'm kind of cooked. But yeah, I genuinely think I'm gonna make it work. I think it's gonna be a lot simpler than what I was making it out to be. just because other, like, I've literally, like, my second app that I made, my second SaaS that I made was optimized. Like, I nowadays I make, I know how to market, right? Or I think I know how to market. So the way I do things is I first figure out how the hell am I gonna make this, like, market, like how the hell am I gonna market the SaaS, and then I make a SaaS that's marketable for that specific platform. So my second SaaS was optimized to only make money from meta ads. When the meta ads screwed me over, then my next chance is literally to, like now when I'm gonna make an organic, like an app that works really well for organic, I'm not gonna waste my time and freaking like hope for the best and make some shitty ass app that's really optimized for paid ads and try to run it on organic. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna make something that's innately viral, and I'm gonna try to make it the most viral app that's probably come out in in recent history. I know it sounds insane when I say that, but I genuinely think it's possible. Especially the idea I have now is, it's literally insane. You know, I think I could do it. This is like the first time I felt that I could genuinely get over. Like my first SaaS, I knew it was not gonna be that big. Honestly, it honestly surprised me that I did as well as it did. Um, because I knew it was gonna be always restricted by meta ads, because no one was gonna share it with their friends. You know, my first app is not one, like, there's no like viral innate loop inside the app, which to use the app you have to share it with others. Because that's really what you want out of an app. Like you can see these guys who are making Cal AI and a lot of other apps like that, but their profit margins are very slim. You know, I want to make an app that's truly revolutionary. Even though Cal AI did that, but they had to spend, like, they were working with not a lot of margin, bro. Um, okay, like, I mean, they were working with good amount of margin, bro. I can't lie, but still, it's not. In terms of, like, you have to reinvest literally everything you make. Like the margin is literally them reinvesting and scaling their app, right? Which is good, but there's no like innate thing where everyone tells others about that app. NGL is probably the best app I've ever seen in terms of that loop, and I want to replicate that. That's why I've been watching Hunter Isaacson's videos on YouTube, everything that was possible, and yeah, it's like it just makes sense what he's saying, you know. Um, and like literally, like if you search up NGL on YouTube, people don't know about Hunter Isaacson. People don't give a shit. Like people don't care about the creator, but there's like thousands of videos telling you how to bypass this or how to bypass that, how to do this with NGL. Like that's how big the app is, you know. Imagine people randomly making videos about your app. They don't know who you are, but because 300 million people have downloaded the app, people genuinely like just want to figure out like literal hacks in it, you know. Like that's the kind of app I want to have, and that's kind of the impact I want to have. And when Hunter talks about, or Hunter Isaacson talks about, the way he made like how the hell he made the viral loop, and literally he spent like $6,000 on advertising, which is not a lot, bro. Like for one of the videos to hit, and then once it got big, like it was just like game over, you know. Afterwards, literally every single person just downloaded the app, and that's what I want. And I think I'll get there I don't know how soon I'll get there, but I think that's entirely possible now. This is honestly the first time I've ever felt about like one of my own apps like this, and because like I'm just gonna have it, like it's gonna be a super simple app. I'm not gonna overpromise. It's not gonna be like, I won't feel bad about like, oh, did I make a claim that I wasn't fully like 1 billion% true? Like I don't have to worry about that. That's one of the reasons I stopped dropshipping, right? So if the reason why I stopped dropshipping, because I didn't feel good like morally about certain things, right? Like why the hell would I do the same thing again, but this time with a SaaS, you know? Because when I was dropshipping, I still was profitable. It wasn't like, oh, I was losing money with dropshipping, but I don't know, bro. I genuinely feel like this is about to go insane, like genuinely insane. Um, yeah, I don't know why I want to yap for so long. I should really get back to work. But from now on, and I literally had one misconception, bro. I literally thought, all right, let me put this into perspective, right? Me, when I did like $20,000 in sales with my first SaaS, it was a web app, and I had all my ads, like me just using meta ads. It got 1.5 million views. So I paid for 1.5 million views to get $20,000 in sales, and that was a hard paywall. So I'm not expecting like the same return for per view. And those guys are like, Meta already knows those guys are gonna buy, which is why it recommends it to them. But like, let's say for the same, like, because my app's gonna be free, I think per download it's gonna go insane. Like if I get where if I grow any of my social medias, right, like these theme pages I'm talking about, where I'm gonna get hopefully like 1 million views per day. If I can get something like that running, then the amount of downloads, and because like first I'm already going to be like, there's gonna be an innate incentive in the app for people to share it with their friends, so that's already gonna give me like a huge like amount of new users, and it's gonna compound over time. But the initial kickoff of the whole app, by just me having a bunch of pages, the like bunch of pages on Instagram, bunch of pages on TikTok, bunch of pages on YouTube, even Twitter, like any social media. I want to own these social media platforms, right? But like even just regular theme pages, because if you don't know, like I remember Quitter talking about this, and bro, literally like Umax, the looks maxing app, you can literally see this, and Rich GPT, like all these apps, a lot of their view, like an insane amount of downloads and purchases can be gotten by literally just paying a meme page. The reason why, yeah, like these guys have all talked about them literally paying a meme page and getting an insane amount of downloads. And I think I could do it myself, because I just have to grow the meme page, which by the way it's looking is entirely possible for me. Especially because the 90 days I put in before I started, like I did organic dropshipping for like 90 days before I started paid ads. And in those 90 days, I learned a lot of stuff, bro. Like I'm not gonna, like, there's a reason why my first day of making organic videos, like first I'm just like honestly I'm just like appreciative of God, and super thankful for those views, right? But another thing is, like, from at least what I could see, like things I did, one of the reasons I was so confident in the way I made those videos, in the reason why I could post freaking many times a day, right? Like around 10 times that day, and like around 10 times in the past 24 hours. The reason why I knew that Instagram does not give a shit if I post the same video again, the same exact video again, for like 2 days ago, where I was making it for my second SaaS. It was all experience that this is I've had from literally the 90 days where I was doing organic, because like literally, like, yeah, like I was just like, all like I have to start playing games like the games I'm playing now, which is literally like, I don't want to play a way to make money that I don't have an unfair advantage in. And I genuinely think I have an unfair advantage in what I'm going to be doing now. And at least for now, the first 2 days where I've been trying it, it does seem that way, that I do have an unfair advantage in getting a lot of views, bro. And even if like those views barely convert, when I'm getting 1 million views per day, and because I remember there was a time where I was what is it called, when I was dropshipping organically, and I think I've definitely made videos about this because I've documented my whole journey. I think I've gotten like over 140,000 views per day before. And that was by posting like like four times a day, 5 times a day. Now I'm gonna try to post close to 50 times per day, because this is all I care about. This is all I want right now. So I'm gonna post like 50 times a day, at least 20 times a day, and I'm gonna try to pump those numbers. Like if before I got like 140K views per day, now I'm gonna try to get 1 million views per day. And then when my app is launched, even if the conversion rate of people actually just downloading the free app is not a lot, which I do think it's going to be a lot, but let's say it's 0.01 out of a million, it's like, it's just going to be a numbers game, right? It's like how many downloads can I get? But like I genuinely, and then because it's freemium, bro, like everything just makes sense, bro. Like I wish I could just share like whatever the hell this app is. Once I do what I'm gonna say, right? Once I do exactly what I'm thinking about, I'm gonna share the app one day. I do feel like, Because if my app is charting like number one on the App Store, like of course I'm gonna just tell you like, yo, this is my app, maybe. I do think so, yeah. Honestly, at that point, yeah. Like, because at that point, because the viral loop inside it, I don't think people will be able to copy it. Just like people cannot copy NGL. Yeah, bro, this is gonna go insane. So now I'm just gonna be like, this is the whole reason I started posting on my Instagram. By the way, like I thought literally like I would have to make like I would have to gesture out so much on my Instagram and start making like funny videos to try to get people to download my new app. Or like I didn't have the app idea at that time, but I literally thought like, oh yeah, like if people watch me and I promote an app, I could just be like a regular influencer. But that shit's way too inefficient. Like a lot, there's the amount of failed influencers. I don't even know how many there are, right? Like I'm not the best at being an influencer, which is why you see my views not being a lot. Like even in this video, it probably has like whatever, like 10 views. That's not what matters to me. But that's the only reason I made those Instagram videos. I was like, okay, if I think eventually this is gonna pay off, And another reason is like I generally think like if I get enough views, I don't have to worry about this random stuff people worry about. Like I was watching a guy on Twitter, his Stripe got banned. He told someone like he pulled out a tweet being like, "Oh, Stripe stole $100,000 from me." Stripe, without him adding Stripe, Stripe told him like in the Twitter comment, "We just emailed you. Please check your email. We want to resolve this situation." This thing would have never happened if the guy was not famous. That's honestly the only reason I want to grow my YouTube, because I generally feel like there's gonna be advantages of just having a big personal brand and Instagram and etc. But at least I don't have to worry about doing it for my app anymore. I generally feel like one day I'll have a lot of authority in the field, just being like, okay, this is my app, and I'll probably get all the benefits. Like, I don't want to freaking sell you a course. That's never gonna be me. Like, literally, I'd rather do a 9 to 5. Like, you guys have already seen me quit multiple. I've quit my dropshipping store because I didn't think it was the most like ethical to just like rip content from other creators, etc. And like make claims like, oh, like a lot of dropshippers make like weird claims. Same thing with my second SaaS. Like I was like, yeah, freak this shit. I mean, second SaaS low-key failed because um to make it work, I would have to make like weird claims, especially after freaking Meta destroying my ad account, my first ad account. But yeah, this is the current plan, bro. I'm gonna go insane. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I want to yap so much, but like I guess this is really gonna be organic. Like this is gonna be very similar to my organic. Like in the next like videos, because I don't have like an app built and I haven't even started. Like it's just gonna be like me making a meme page, or like me making a theme page. So for my next like I don't know however long videos, it's just gonna be like a grown like just me being like, oh, like this is how many views I got today, this is how many good views I got the next day. Like it's not gonna be the most fun probably to watch, because one thing at least paid ads gives you is you can scale however fast you want, right? So like when you can do like you can go from a new SaaS that's like $0 to 1K days in a week. And I genuinely think for my old SaaS, I did that. Like I think I went from like from zero to like before I got a sale to like 1K days within like a week and a half or something. It was insane. So like I don't think you can expect that anymore for my new SaaSes, but in the beginning at least, I don't think that can happen in week one of me just like figuring out how to advertise well, because basically what I'm doing now is I'm trying to make my own advertising channels, and hopefully that works out. All right, I'll see you guys there. Also, one thing I learned from this is do not listen to other people's advices, right? Like me literally telling you what I'm going to do, don't even listen. I don't know what the hell this hair is, but like don't listen to me fully. Like take what I say with a huge grain of salt, because for example, if I thought organic was the way, then I would have never tried my first app, which at least, even though it didn't do a lot of profit, right? It barely made any profit, like, or at least it didn't do a significant amount of profit. When I did 20K in sales, my first app, I would have never done it if I only listened to the guys who were like, organic is king. And if I only listened to the guys who are like, oh yeah, Meta is everything, Or like, if honestly, like I never listened to those guys too much anyways. Like it would literally be because of my personal experience, right, with Meta. Like me getting literally banned, so I couldn't use my ad account anymore. If I never got my ad account banned, I would have never realized, like, yo, bro, I could make this shit work immensely well. So I want to, the best advice I can give you is take whatever I say with a big grain of salt. Like I remember telling people, like, oh yeah, don't actually, bro, my advice usually is pretty spot on even now, like looking back. Like one of the advices I gave was like, if you're running meta ads, there were two conditions, right? Meta ads and what the hell was it? Hard paywall, I'm pretty sure. You should, or no, meta ads and something else, I forgot. Um, yeah, like meta ads and something else, you should not be offering a free trial or like a freemium kind of thing. And which is right, bro. Now, like, I mean, it's still correct because I'm not gonna do meta ads anymore, which is why I can get away with doing literally a freemium plan. And I think just to make people download the app, actually go through with it, and like having one feature that's not a core functionality of it, it's just gonna work out, bro. I genuinely believe it's gonna work out insanely well. Because if NGL, the guy, like, they've done like I think $30 million around, like probably more than that, but like the last I heard, which was like a year ago from Hunter Isaacson on a podcast, they've done like $30 million in sales. And I looked at NGL, their the reason to go from freemium, like to forgo from free to pro, is not really existed. It's not a good enough incentive just because of how their app works. And I genuinely think my app will have a much better incentive while not ruining the free person's like experience. Like this is super, it honestly is super unique. And I think it's gonna go insanely well. Yeah. All right, I'll see you guys later. I'll let you guys know how everything works out, honestly. For now, I literally don't have an app. I don't even have the app name. I have not started developing. I don't even know, like, if I want to use freaking Swift UI, because this is going to be my first mobile app I ever make, or I should use React Native. But I feel like I'm just going to use Swift UI, bro. Like, everyone says React Native's kind of ass. Like, you try to make, like, you try to avoid making, like, two different code bases, because what React Native is, if you don't know, it's like you can make you have the same code base for both the mobile app, like the iOS app and the Android app. And although that sounds like ridiculously good, right? Like it sounds, oh yes, that is going to be insanely helpful. It just like creates more problems than what it might be worth. And like these guys are like talking about, like these guys that I looked on Twitter, and they're like trying to unlock features that iOS, like Swift UI, has made like 2 years ago, and React Native's just getting them now. Like it's just like an uphill battle that React Native's trying to play, you know. So I'm just gonna use Swift UI and probably Kotlin for Android, and that's how I'm gonna make them. Uh, yeah, bro, I'm kind of excited, but like honestly, if this doesn't work out, I'm not gonna give up like on SaaS entirely, but I'm probably just gonna get a job, you know. Which is not the worst case scenario, to be honest, but definitely will be very sad. Uh, yeah. I mean, you guys have seen my journey for the whole time, you know. Yeah, I'll see you guys there.